Hey basketball players, today I'm going to talk to you about something that's very serious and near and dear to my heart. As a basketball coach, I am an X's and O's coach, which means that I draw up a ton of different plays. Of course, I'm still out there to teach you skills, drills, and stuff like that, as you've seen on this channel. However, I like my players understanding and knowing the basketball plays. So if you're a coach watching this, first off, you have to show them in multiple different ways. You have to show them on paper, you have to show them in person on the court, but also, if you have the ability to, you should be making videos or at least sharing some videos. I've got like 1,000 plus different plays on this channel of the plays that you use, because everyone learns differently, and that comes down to the players as well if you want to learn your team's plays. So as a basketball player, if you're the type of player who likes to be able to sit on the baseline, see your team or your teammates run through the play on the court, and then you're able to learn and do the play from there, that's fantastic. 100%, that's the way you should be doing it. However, if you're the type of player, even I was like this once in a while as well, for me, I liked watching the players on the court run through the plays. I would see the position I'm playing and run through the exact same motions as that player on the court. However, for me, I also like to see it on paper or in a video format so that I can also be able to see what the defense might also be doing. So, of course, when your team is running the plays against your own team, you already know what the next move is. You already know what the next screen is. So being able to cheat is something that happens. So you can't really beat that, and you can't really go 100% when you're running through the plays, or at least most coaches don't allow that. So one way you can learn is on the court, running through the drill or the plays yourself. The next way is to be able to look at it on a piece of paper and understand it that way. Hey, that letter C moves over here. He sets a screen for that letter PF. He goes over here, whatever it may be. And then another way also, which is how we learned plays in grade 8. Our grade 8 basketball coach, Mr. Lang, he was a great coach, probably one of the best coaches I've ever had. He made us all write out the 5 plays that we ran that year. And we actually had a test on it where he would say, here's your papers, write out the plays, and I will grade them. And if you didn't make over 90%, you weren't able to play in a game until you could. Now, I think that's how it went anyways. I knew we had to get a really good grade, like 100% or something on those tests. Now, they weren't very hard. They were one-move plays. That's what grade 8 plays should be like. One move, simple, easy, set plays. Now, Mr. Lang, if you're watching this, I just learned the other day that your son passed away. I'm very sorry to hear about that. Keenan was a fantastic person, and I miss talking to him. Even though he's a few years younger than me, we still talked once in a while, and I did teach him. For all the people who are watching this video, I did teach him, Keenan, when he was growing up, basketball at the YMCA. So 22 years old, passed away. Very sad to hear. I know this video is being posted a few months from now because this is a winter video, but again, I'm very sorry to hear that. But going back to the video, those are the different ways that you can learn basketball plays. You can be on the court with them. You can look at them on a piece of paper. If your coach doesn't have the plays written out, ask him if you're allowed to write out the plays. If you're allowed to, or if he can actually do it for you and write out the plays on a piece of paper for you to go over on your spare time. And then you can also get another piece of paper on the side and write out the plays yourself, because it helps you, hopefully, be able to learn those plays a lot easier. The next thing you can do as a basketball player, you can go to a court that's somewhere, it doesn't matter where, it could be inside, it could be outdoors like I am today, and then you can run through your own motions. So let's say, for example, you have yourself here, that ball's gonna go in the water, yep, I'll be back. Now, you could run through the plays yourself. So let's say you're running a box offense where there's a player in the low block on either side, and then you have players in the high post on either side. And this is one of the plays that we ran way back in grade 8 with Mr. Lang's team. And the center and the power forward would be up top, the 2 tallest players in the court. And then we would have shorter players down in the low block. And what we would do is, in our plays, quite literally, this is a grade 8 play that I remember because for one, I'm an X's and O's guy, but for 2, we wrote it out so many times. But we screened down for that player and then that player would then pop up. We would then seal our player this way so that he can get sealed behind us. That way we could get the switch. Think about this. I haven't grown since grade 8. So a player my size, minus the weight, sets a screen down on somebody who's probably like 5'5", seals him. Now we have the switch where we have our guard out there getting the ball, and our player switched off because, well, he has to. And now we've got my 6'2" butt being guarded by a 5'5" guy. Get the ball, bang, in for a layup. That was a fantastic play. But the reason why I can remember these plays is because we practiced them so much, but also because we wrote them down hundreds of times so that we would know what to do in the game. And we would know, hey, if I'm screening down, I never got the switch, but our guard out here, he got the ball. He's not able to shoot. Well, now I can just set a screen across, and now our player comes across saying ball, ball, ball. And now if we get this, if we get the switch there, we might even have another advantage where we can get another basket. So now you're on the court, you're practicing. Okay, well, I need to go down, set a screen. I need to seal this way, get the switch, and if that's not the case, then I have maybe a good idea is to go set a screen across. So all of these options are open for you when you're practicing your lone self on the court. You can be like, oh, okay, all I need to do is screen down. That's pretty simple. Or if you're the player who's down here, I just need to pop out, get the ball, take a shot or pass to the low post. Of course, these are super simple plays for you to run. However, you can practice alone on you're by yourself on the court so that you understand the play. Or if you're a bit older and you're running something like a horns offense and you're alone by yourself on the court, you're going to start in the high post if you're a center. You're going to go set a screen away. He's going to go and use that screen. You're going to seal this way. You're going to be asking for the ball. And if you have your parent with you, a friend with you, whatever it may be, they could even pass you the ball, acting like if it is in game, and you can take that shot. So if you've got a parent who can pass the ball, if you've got a friend who can pass the ball, you can practice your individual movements on the court like if you would be in a game or in practice at school or for your club team. Then you can get ready and say, okay, well, all I need to do is set a screen away, seal, have your friend pass you the ball, and you can take that shot. This is all in-game movements that you're going to be doing in-game, so you might as well practice them when you're practicing on the court. I hope that this video helps you understand plays a little bit better, learn the plays a little bit more, but also practice on-court movements so that you can score more points in games. Anyways, I hope to see you guys again later on, actually tomorrow, for another Twice a Day basketball video.